Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Fellow Show. My name's Kyle. Today, Sunday morning, week 14, December 11th here. We're going to go over all the actives, inactives, get you guys ready for the games. And then we'll take questions from the chat room. Whatever you guys need for start sit questions, let's go over it. I did type in a ton of comments in there already for some of the inactives that came through this morning and last night. So take a peek at those. And then when we run out of questions, I'll kind of just continue to fill us in with the latest news coming from today. So good morning to Bill. Let's get that W today. It's a big day. Everyone making their final push into the playoffs. Hopefully you guys are already in. Hopefully you're in good shape to win today as well. So good luck, everybody. We got Ron here this morning with us. Good morning to you. He's saying flex one. We got Matt Breida, if no Saquon, Rashad White, or DJ Chark. So we did see Brian Dable says Saquon Barkley will play. Not sure how limited he may be, or if he's going to be full go. So I think you're playing Saquon for sure. And then in the flex, it's basically Rashad White or DJ Chark. Before the show here, I was filling out some DraftKings daily lineups today, and I kind of like Jared Goff and DJ Chark today. I think those guys are interesting plays for sure. If I look at some of the rankings and things like that, I see DJ Chark as kind of like a fringe wide receiver 3. Rashad White, we know he has a tough matchup, but you also have Leonard Fournette not being 100%. Leonard Fournette will play today, but I'm kind of skeptical on Leonard Fournette. I think the way to beat the 49ers is to pass the ball to the running backs on this, so it does play into Rashad White's hands. I think he's good for maybe 10 to 12 PPR points, so I think he is a safe play. So I will say this, Ron, with your question. If you just need a safe 10 to 12 points, let's go with Rashad White. If you're a heavy favorite today and you just need to cover, go with Rashad White. I think he is a safe PPR play. DJ Chark, we like what he's been doing, but he does have, especially with Jared Goff, like he's a deeper threat receiver. Sometimes he'll get like 6 targets and only come down with 1 or 2 catches. So he is a little bit more boom bust. He has a wider range of outcomes today. So I will say that. I think I'm going to go with Rashad White. It doesn't seem like Leonard Fournette's 100% healthy. I do like DJ Chark, but I'm going to go with Rashad White in that question. And then Ron's got another one here. Leonard Fournette or David Njoku. I think with the health concerns on Leonard Fournette, and it is being a tough matchup, I don't want to risk anything with that. I think David Njoku is ready to go. He's healthy. I expect Deshaun Watson to look better today. You also have Amari Cooper not playing well and a little bit dinged up. He was a 50-50 question for today. So I think I'm going to lean with Njoku. I feel good with him. I'm excited to see him with Deshaun Watson. So I'm going to lean Njoku just for some of those concerns. So let's move on there. And then I did type in a bunch of those comments. You guys can check those out. Christian, I'm not seeing your 2 guys here. Start 2 of Higgins, Waddle, and Garrett Wilson. Oh, my goodness. This is a powerhouse question. I think I want to get T. Higgins in there for sure. I know Jalen Waddle kind of screwed us last week. I'm tempted to play Jalen Waddle. He's been pretty good. But I'm cool with going with Higgins and Garrett Wilson in this one. So as I say that now, Waddle's probably going to have a game. But there is some injury concerns with Waddle. I think Garrett Wilson, even though he's got a tough matchup, he seems to be pretty comfortable with Mike White right now. So I'm leaning Higgins and Garrett Wilson as your top 2. And then good morning, Justin. Hope you're doing well. Dude, we hit 600. We got the 600 subscribers, so that's really cool. 700 next on the way. Let's see if we can get that. Probably not by Christmas, but it'd be cool to hit it by 2023. So on our way to 700 subscribers. Justin's a big part of that. Thank you for always tuning in. Good news on Barkley. Yes, Barkley's going to play. He should be in our lineups today. Good morning to Aiden. So Juju or Gabe Davis? Gabe Davis has not been a lot of fun for fantasy lately. I think we're seeing the boom bust nature of Gabe Davis. I'm going to go with Juju Smith-Schuster. The Broncos are down a starting slot cornerback, I think, for the season, maybe just a week or 2. But he's not going to play. I'm going to lean with Juju, take the safe points. Gabe Davis could have a nice game. He didn't play well against the Jets a couple weeks back. I think he was 2 for 33. So I'm going to say let's go with Juju Smith-Schuster here. And then we got Christians in there. Homer or Dobbins? I'm not really ready to trust J.K. Dobbins, especially because Gus Edwards and Kenyon Drake are both healthy. You're probably going to see each guy, get like 5 to 7 carries or something stupid today. And they don't really have any PPR value. Homer does have PPR value. That's what he's been. That's pretty much been his whole career. He's kind of been a scat back. a backup to Chris Carson and things like that in the past. So I like Homer's ability to maybe catch 2 or 3 balls today. And then he's probably going to get a career high in carries. I think the most carries he's ever had in a game is 6. I would expect 10 to 12 touches on the ground and a handful of catches. Let's go with Travis Homer at home against the Panthers. Good morning to Harris. Hope we're doing well. Do I win? I got Goff, CMC, Barkley, Judy, Gallup, Kelsey, Pacheco, Kansas City, and McPherson. Playing against Trevor Lawrence, so I'll give you the edge. I like Jared Goff better than Trevor Lawrence. Pollard, interesting play today going up against Houston. I like Tony Pollard quite a bit, but I'm going to give that edge to CMC. And then he's got Latavius Murray. I think you still got him with Barkley. So far you're 3 for 3. We're going to give the edge to St. Brown over Jerry Jeudy. I do like Jeudy a lot today, especially with no Sutton. I think Jeudy can have a nice game for us, but we got to give it to St. Brown. He's a top 5 receiver right now. And then Gallup versus Corey Davis is a bit of a toss-up. That's a 50-50 play. Depends if one of the guys catches a touchdown. So we'll push there. Kelsey Njoku, we're gonna go Kelsey for sure. He's got MVS in there. I think you got Pacheco, so I'm gonna lean Pacheco. I think he's the safer bet for touches and a touchdown. Cards defense, I don't want any part of that. I know it's the Patriots, but I'm gonna say advantage Kansas City. And then McPherson, Greg Joseph, we'll go with McPherson. I think you got the win today. That looked pretty good. Only a couple pushes in there, but for the most part, it looks pretty good, Justin. Corey Davis or Bob Woods. Corey Davis has some momentum right now. I know Robert Woods is going to have the number 1 duties today with Treylon Burks missing, but it's kind of hard to trust. I think Tennessee going up against Jacksonville, they're not going to be forced to throw the ball very much. I'm going to lean Corey Davis here. I think with Mike White, you're probably going to see, over 30, 35 passing attempts, whereas with Robert Woods, Ryan Tannehill, they get kind of comfortable with running Derrick Henry, and then they have a handful of guys that just pop off at random times. So I'm okay with Robert Woods. I feel safer with Corey Davis. Do I play Matt Breida if no Barkley? It sounds like Barkley's good to go, so we shouldn't be getting any Matt Breida questions today. And interestingly enough, I even if Barkley didn't play, I don't know if Matt Breida would have been a great play anyways. They're going to mix. Breida's never been able to handle a full workload as a RB1. They probably would have mixed in the backup there, Gary Brightwell. So I don't even know if Breida would have been a great play either way. And yes, good luck today, everyone, coming from Bill. Marquise Brown or DJ Moore or Mike Williams, non-PPR. It's a tough matchup for Marquise Brown. I do like Marquise Brown. I think he's kind of like a top 20, top 24 wide receiver. He looks like a wide receiver 2 to me. With DJ Moore, it's so hard to trust Sam Darnold. I think there's something there that could be nice. He's played with them before last year. DJ Moore's an interesting play going up against Seattle. And then Mike Williams, man, especially in a non-PPR, like if you're to ask me who's got the best chance to score a touchdown, it's probably Mike Williams. So I want to lean with Mike Williams here. I like the matchup against Miami. Miami's not a crazy good defense right now. And we'll be seeing if Mike Williams gets I can't remember the name over there. He's at Xavier Howard. I think Mike Williams can do some nice things. We saw him come back from that ankle injury a couple of weeks ago. He gets hurt on the shelf for a few weeks, and now he's back. I don't think they would play him if there's another risk for re-injury. So I'm going to lean Mike Williams. If you want a safer play, go Marquise Brown. And it's always T Higgins day. We got the T Higgins in the back. So it's always T Higgins day. Big Bengals day today. I think Cincinnati's ready to take over the AFC North today. Because I don't know if Baltimore wins. Baltimore Steelers, Cincinnati fans should be big fans of the Steelers today, because Cincinnati win, Baltimore loss, all of a sudden Cincinnati hops in there. So we'll see. And no problem, Ron. Thank you for hanging out with us. And yes, best of luck to everyone today. Hopefully we'll all be hanging out next Sunday with our first round matchups, or hopefully you guys get buys if you're in a league with buys. Good morning, Jason. I need 2 receivers and a flex: Evans, Cooper, Hollywood, Mostert, Pacheco, Palmer. Okay. The good news is I like all these options today. So you're looking pretty good there. I know Mike Evans has not been great. His last touchdown came in like week 3. So Mike Evans is a hard start right now. I'm thinking the one that I like the best here is probably Amari Cooper. I don't feel great about Amari Cooper. I know he's dinged up a little bit. And then Hollywood Brown, we just talked about him with this tough matchup. So you need 2 receivers and a flex. Mostert, Pacheco, Palmer. If you're going to use a running back, we're probably going to go with Isaiah Pacheco over Mostert. It's hard to trust those Dolphins back, especially it's a really good matchup against the Chargers. I don't have any confidence in Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson. I can't tell you who's going to get the more carry. So if you want to do a running back, I'll go with Pacheco. Otherwise, I think I'm totally fine with running out the 3 wide receivers, Evans, Cooper, and Hollywood Brown. I feel pretty safe. And we do know that Pacheco going up against the Broncos, that's a tough matchup. He basically has to score a touchdown today to be your guy. And I don't think the Broncos have allowed a lot of rushing touchdowns. Let me just look at my charts real quick. So, Jason, I'm kind of leaning towards the 3 wide receivers right now. You go to 2 receivers and you slide one into the flex spot. I do think Josh Palmer can have a nice day today, especially he's kind of masked now by Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. So he might be getting some nice matchups. But the Broncos, they've only allowed 5 rushing touchdowns all year. They are one of the better defenses against running back. So I'm going to say Evans, Cooper, Hollywood are the guys. If you're nervous, I'm okay with sliding in Pacheco for Mike Evans. I'm going to rank Cooper and Hollywood Brown higher than Evans. So it's kind of that's where it is. Simpson says Dobbins or Chuba Hubbard. Interesting. So we're going extra deep here. I do like Chuba Hubbard's matchup today. He had 17 carries, the week before the bye. So there is an opportunity here for him to rack up another double-digit carries. Whereas with Dobbins, I don't know how that backfield's going to split. I know Dobbins will play today, but you got Gus Edwards, you got Kenyon Drake to mess with. It's a tough matchup against the Steelers defense. I think I'm going to go with Chuba Hubbard here because the Seahawks are allowing the most points to the running back position. Deonta Foreman, he missed practice this week with a foot injury coming off a bye, which is concerning. So he might not be completely 100%. So maybe they lean on the second year back. I'm going to go with Chuba Hubbard here. And yeah, man, let's we got to go 100 at a time. We're going to get that 1K. I think next we'll hit 1K over next summer. If we can hit it sooner, let's do it. But yeah, let's get the like button. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. Help us out. And Christian says, I know he's active, but I heard Higgins had a tweaked hamstring throughout this week, been limited in practice or not. So does that affect the Higgins or Waddle decision? If you're nervous about the hamstring, I'm totally cool. You have 3 studs at this position. If you want to, especially with Jamar Chase back, that does, make me pump the brakes on Higgins a little bit. So I don't mind sitting T Higgins. If you want to go with Waddle, let's do it because there was that one game earlier in the year where Higgins, it was like a Monday night game against the Ravens, and Higgins played 2 series, didn't get any points, and then he sat the rest of the game. So there is a history with Higgins on that. So if we're nervous about that, let's just put Waddle in there. That'll make us feel a little bit better, and then you get someone to watch on Sunday Night Football. So I think that's the smart play, Christian. Let's do Waddle over Higgins. Thank you, my man. Njoku or Dulcich? Ooh, daggers. That's a very good question. I think most people like Greg Dulcich, the rookie today. He is probably like a fringe top 5 tight end. I see him in a lot of top 10s. You're probably going to have Russell Wilson throw the ball a lot today. On the flip side of that, with Njoku, I do expect the Cleveland Browns to have to air it out today too against Cincinnati. They're going to have to play keep up because I don't expect the Browns defense to stop them. So in reality, they're both good plays. We haven't seen Njoku play in a couple weeks here. Maybe we go with Greg Dulcich in this one because the Chiefs defense, man, they score so many points on offense. They make defenses have to they make opponent offenses have to throw the ball. I'll go with Greg Dulcich in this one, but it's close. Either way, I think both guys probably top 10 plays this weekend, but I'm going to lean Dulcich. Tony Jones going to get this Ken Walker carries or Juju. So the Seattle backfield is going to be interesting. Last week, we did see Tony Jones get in the mix with DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas also out. I do expect Tony Jones and Travis Homer to split pretty evenly. Homer's also coming back from an injury, so they might not just give him – I don't think there's going to be a bell cow here. So Tony Jones is a guy that interests me. Probably a low ceiling play, though. He's going to probably only get 8 to 10 touches. If he does get a touchdown, that'll be miraculous. But I think you go with Juju here. Let's go with the proven commodity. Again, I mentioned earlier that the Broncos starting slot cornerback is out. I just want to double check. I can't remember his name. I thought it was something Williams. Let me look at that real quick for us. I'm just going to my weekly start sit charts. I got to pull up the week 14 player practice updates. 1 second on that. So, ooh, the Broncos are got a lot of guys banged up. So K'Wan Williams, who's their starting cornerback, he's out with a knee injury. So that could be a nice thing for Juju today. Good morning to Ryan. Would you play any of them over Amari Cooper? Let me go back to. Would you play any of them over Amari Cooper? No, I think you're on the right thing there. I would rank Cooper as higher than these guys. Cooper's been good to us all year. Cameron Brate or Cade Otton? That's an interesting question. So I do. If I wish one of these guys was just not playing. Hopefully, I wish Brate wasn't playing. He's been practicing in full, so either way, these guys are both going to be on the field. They're both going to kind of get into each other's way for targets. I think Cameron Brate's probably the better blocker. If you want a guy that's going to catch a touchdown, it's probably Cade Otton. He's been kind of leaking in there in the red zone, so I'm going to lean Cade Otton. He's been a pretty good rookie tight end this year. Swift or Travis Homer, half PPR. DeAndre Swift all day. DeAndre Swift all day. Fantastic. Yeah, full PPR. You usually want to lean into those receivers. And the running backs that I saw there, they weren't amazing PPR plays. Mostert and Pacheco don't really catch a lot. I hate Travis Homer, dude. It's not. Travis Homer he's a sound running back. He's been in that system for a while. He could be decent today, but I'm having difficulty trusting it because we just don't know. And I do like Geno Smith in that one to throw the ball. Foreman or D Johnson? That's probably Deontay Johnson. I'm going to lean with Deonta Foreman today because it's a great matchup against Seattle. I know I kind of mentioned some things about Chuba Hubbard, but again, Foreman against Seattle coming off a bye, I think that's probably going to be a healthy dose of Foreman today, upwards of 15 to 20 carries. I'll take those touches. Deontay Johnson, he is hurt too. He was a question mark up until last night, so I'm going to lean Foreman in that one. Gallup or Juju? I do like Michael Gallup today. It is a tougher matchup on paper, though. The Texans just don't allow a lot of wide receiver points. The teams tend to run on them a ton. I think I'm going to go with Juju Smith-Schuster in this one. Again, we mentioned K'Wan Williams, not in for the Broncos. I'm going to go with Juju. Good morning, Robert. Devonta Smith or Hollywood Brown, full PPR? I'm going to go with Devonta Smith. I'm attaching myself to Jalen Hurts. I feel really good about that. The Giants defense has not been great lately, and they're down their top cornerback today, Adoree Jackson. So I think that feels pretty good. I'm looking around at they have a couple other cornerbacks that have been dinged up on the practice report today. So I think you lean into Devonta Smith. We expect Philly to score 3 or 4 touchdowns. There's a good chance you get one of those with Smith. Whereas the Cardinals, I like the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. It is a tougher matchup though against the Patriots. And I find myself going back to the quarterback. Do I trust Hurts or do I trust Kyler Murray? I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith there. Adam Thielen, Jerry Jeudy, or Mike Evans, full PPR. We're going to go Jerry Jeudy, man. I think we got to take advantage of the no Cortland Sutton today. I expect Jeudy to be busy. We expect the Chiefs to be up and the Broncos passing. I do think these are all good options. I don't know if you can go wrong either way, but I'm going to lean into Jerry Jeudy, no Cortland Sutton today. I think that makes the most sense. Michael Carter or Rachaad White? So that's a really good question because Michael Carter coming back, he had a full week of practice this week. He looked good on his reports with Rachaad White. I think there's momentum brewing for Rachaad White, especially in a full PPR. The dude saw 8 targets last week. He was productive when Fournette wasn't playing. Tom Brady seems to trust him. He threw the ball to him on a game-winning touchdown when that was a difficult play to make. I just think reading body language and listening to Rachaad White, I think he is finally taking over this backfield. So I'm going to lean with Rachaad White. I know it's a tough matchup, again, on paper. I don't expect him to pop off for, 80 to 100 yards rushing, but I do expect him to be busy as a pass catcher. And did we get a report on Nick Bosa? Is Bosa going to play today? I got him as questionable. I don't know if I saw anything on Bosa. Let me look around real quick here. Where is Mr. Bosa? Because that would be a huge, no Nick Bosa, that's a huge help for the Buccaneers offense. And I'm seeing, hold on, it's refreshing real quick. Nick Bosa, he says he's going to play, but he's got the hamstring. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing a full game. I would expect kind of a 50-50 decision on if he's going to play a ton or maybe a half a game or something like that. So I'm still going to go with Rachaad White. Gino or Goff rest of season? That's going to require me to look at the schedules the rest of the way. Let me just pull up a link here. Lions schedule. I mean, the Lions are hot right now. They're going to get the Jets next week. Wait, hold on. I missed something here. They're going to play. They're going to get the Vikings, the Jets, the Panthers, and the Bears. Pretty soft schedule. The Jets game will be tough. Let me go back and look at the Seahawks schedule. Let me see here. So the Seahawks are going to get Carolina, 49ers, the Chiefs, the Jets. I'm going to go with Jared Goff. That's a tough schedule. They're playing the Chiefs, the Jets, the 49ers, and the Panthers today. So pretty easy for me. I'm going to go Jared Goff. Michael Carter or Jerry Jeudy. The nature of that being full PPR, I mean, I expect Michael Carter to be good for 3-4 catches, but Jerry Jeudy's going to get just the same amount of catches, if not more. So I think the clear answer to me is Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos. Again, I think we want to take advantage of the no Cortland Sutton today. I'm going to take a peek at the NFLweather.com. If you guys ever want to look at things, I'm going to put it in the chat room too. If you guys ever want to look at weather and whatnot, NFLweather.com, they have a really good spread. We have 1, 2, 3. Today we have 2 games in a dome, and it looks like there's some rain potentially on the East Coast here. The Titans game against the Jags, there's a slight possibility of rain today, and same with the Giants-Eagles game. But it just says possible light rain. I wouldn't be concerned. I'm not going to pull guys out of my lineups. There's potential for light snow in Buffalo today. I'm not overly concerned about that. But otherwise, the schedule looks pretty good. Cincinnati has good weather. The Cowboys are kind of indoors. The Steelers look fine. And then a possible drizzle for the 49ers game. McKinnon or White or James Robinson rest of season on PPR. This one's it's Rashad White. I would rank them as Rashad White, McKinnon, James Robinson. Robinson's kind of dead to us at this point. He's like the clear RB4 on his own team. He's behind Michael Carter, Zonovan Knight, Ty Johnson. I don't even know if James Robinson's going to be active today. I haven't seen anything on that, but we're going with Rashad White here. I think it's time to probably start. If he has a good game today, we're going to be locking in Rashad White to like an RB2 role probably the rest of season for our lineups. So keep the questions coming in, guys. I'm going to hit refresh on a couple of my player feeds, see if I can find us any good new news. But I think the most of it has been, put out for us. Joe Mixon active today. There we go. James Robinson, healthy scratch. Harris, James Robinson, healthy scratch. So not looking good for his outlook rest of season. But yeah, we got Joe Mixon active, Mark Cooper active, Deontay Johnson officially active. I'm seeing a report from ESPN expecting Zonovan Knight to get most of the carries today. So I don't think Michael Carter's a great play. I think he's okay. I don't expect him to get over double-digit carries, though. It sounds like Zonovan Knight has emerged as the leading ball carrier there. Michael Carter will be used as a pass-catching back, so that's still good there with Mike White. But it's time to probably shift towards Zonovan Knight being the running back going forward to own in the New York Jets backfield. Got a couple things there. Let me see. Trevor Lawrence officially active. J.K. Dobbins is active. Not sure what his workload will be. If you have J.K. Dobbins today, I'm only going to use him in a desperation situation. I'd rather play Zonovan Knight. I'd rather play Rashad White. There's a couple guys there that I think are more safe plays, especially because Gus Edwards is healthy. Kenyon Drake's there. It's kind of messy. So. But yeah, keep the questions coming in, guys. I'm just looking around for any other final news here. But we look to be caught up for the most part. I'm just going to hit refresh on Twitter, see if I can find one more thing for you. Let me see. But yeah, I think we're all caught up. If you guys got any more questions, please let me know. You can always reach me at Twitter at theFellowKGB. Comment this video if you're watching this, on a delayed live stream or later. And then check us out on TikTok, Twitch, all that good stuff. Knight or Robinson Dynasty PPR. I think right now, man, you got to go with Zonovan Knight. He is the hot hand. You also have the injury, the Achilles injury that James Robinson suffered. He just hasn't looked like himself. He's clearly lost some burst. It's miraculous that he's still, out there playing, and he had some value earlier in the season. But I think right now, I don't think the Jets have anything in their future plans for him. I'm not sure about on his contract situation, but I think right now, the way Zonovan Knight's been playing, he's earned himself a role in this offense going forward. But either way, with these two backs, you're going to have Breece Hall back next year. I'm going to go with the younger Zonovan Knight. I know James Robinson's still pretty young, but he's probably going to be on a new team next year. He's probably just going to be a backup going forward here. So let's go with Zonovan Knight. I think he's got the most juice for us right now. Let me see if I can find any other final player news updates for you guys. But again, I think we're good to go. I want to wish everyone good luck today. Hopefully, you guys get what you need. I know I'll be watching. I'm excited for the games today. I think that Lions Vikings game is going to be a pretty good start to the day. I'm just pulling up the schedule now. I'm excited about the Browns and the Bengals. The Jets Buffalo game is probably going to be pretty interesting. That's going to be a lower scoring game, but I do think the Jets have something to prove and to stay in the playoff race. But then tonight's nightcap, Miami versus the Chargers. Chargers have their backs against the wall. This is a must-win game to stay in the playoff race. I expect the Chargers to play their best football. Tomorrow night should be interesting. Patriots and the Cardinals. But yeah, that's going to do it for Sunday Morning Live. We'll be going live. If you're new to the Fantasy Fellowship. We go live on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. I think I'll be doing a live stream next Saturday and then always Sunday morning. So good luck, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We hit 600 subscribers, so I appreciate I just appreciate everybody, man. It's really cool to hang out with people and just talk fantasy football and have some good things and make some friends along the way. So thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.